How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be taking a look at my first speed duel product, and it's the Destiny Masters starter decks. So this has the Yugi Moto, Pegasus, and Ishizu decks in it. On the back, it actually tells you pretty much all the monster cards that you're getting. I really like the concept of speed duel, not just necessarily the fast-paced play, but bringing back a lot of the original cards that got me into Yu-Gi-Oh! So many years ago when I was in high school. And so, really excited for these. I picked this up at Walmart. They did drop the prices of these. I picked up all the starter decks. I'll be opening those on this channel. I'll also be opening up booster boxes. I plan on going for a full set. So far, there's 4 sets and 3 of these. So right now, there are essentially 8 different starter decks. And then there's 4 different sets with around 50 to 60 cards in them. Quick backstory. I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! When it first came out. And, a lot of people were getting the Yugi or the Kaiba starter decks. I wanted something different, and I went with the Pegasus starter deck with Relinquished. So I'm really excited to see what's in the Pegasus deck in here. So we're going to go ahead and get this opened up and take a look at it. And I'm just going to give you my thoughts on the what I think of the cards, and the decks. And so first we'll just take a look at the contents here. We have a playmat, paper playmat that they typically include. We have, let's see what's in here. Wasn't expecting promo cards. I didn't really look at what's on the back of the box because I wanted to be surprised as I go through. I really like these mini boxes that they put the starter decks in instead of just shrink wrapping them. So very cool. It looks like it has a little pull tab here. So here's the Yugi deck. Here's the Pegasus deck. This is the one I'm really looking most forward to. And here's the Ishizu deck. Let's go ahead and take a look at these. These are essentially, these are going to be our holo foils. I believe all the cards in the deck are non-holo. So we'll see. But here we have Shard of Greed, the Golden Apples, and Mimicat. So a couple spell cards and a trap card. So very nice. Go ahead and set those to the side. And we will start with the Yugi deck. So we're going to go ahead and pull this tab. Here we can see Dark Magician on the back. And this just folds open. And the cards slide right out. So pretty neat there. Alright, and we're going to start with the skill cards. And so we've got Power of Dark. And let's just take a look at these. So, all Fiend and Spellcaster monsters on the field gain 200 attack and defense. Also, all Fairy monsters lose 200 attack and defense. And then we have a Destiny Draw, where if you lose 2,000 or more life points, you can activate the skill during your next draw phase. During your draw phase, you may search your deck for any card, reveal it to your opponent, and add it to your hand instead of drawing. If you do that, flip this card over. And final draw. Activate the skill during your main phase once per turn. During your turn, you may place a counter on this skill. If it has 3 or more counters, when you would draw a card, you may search your deck for any card and add it to your hand instead. The end of the turn, you use a skill, you lose the duel. Alright, here's our Dark Magician card. And it is a non-holo, and it's actually essentially a non-rare, which is crazy to think, but it is the fact that it is essentially a common in this pack, which kind of makes sense. It's a starter deck. Every card should technically be a common. There's no real rarity to it. But here's the Dark Magician, and then a Feral Imp, Rogue Doll, 2 of those, a Dark Magician Girl. I always liked this original artwork for Dark Magician Girl, so nice to see that. Legion the Fiend Jester, 2 of those, the Stern Mystic, Double Costin, a Blue Dragon Summoner, Thousand Knives, Sage's Stone, Dark Magic Attack, Ryoroku, Tribute Doll, Wonder Wand, Light Force Sword, Magician Circle, Magic Jammer, and 7 Tools of the Bandit. So pretty nice deck there. Can set that to the side, along with the skill cards. Again, these are starter decks, so they're not going to have a lot of value from the cards, per se. You are going to get a nice structured deck starting out with. And these are, in my opinion, these are great. Out of this set, there's not a lot of high dollar valued cards. I would say, like the Mimicat Holo, that's probably $1 or $2, if I had to guess. But most of the cards won't be of high value. They opted to put the foil versions of Dark Magician and Relinquished and Blue Eyes White Dragon and those other cards in the what are essentially the tournament packs for Speed Duel. And I did order some of those off of eBay. So once those come in, I'll be doing those openings and seeing if we can pull anything. Alright. We start with Prescience, Gravekeeper's Lot, Millennium Necklace. And this is going to be a Gravekeeper's deck. So we've got Gravekeeper's Curse, Gravekeeper's Spear Soldier, 2 of those, Gravekeeper's Vassal, Gravekeeper's Chief, Gravekeeper's Cannon Holder, 2 Gravekeeper's Assailants, 2 Gravekeeper's Priestesses, and then we've got a Gravekeeper's Recruiter, Gravekeeper's Shaman, a Gravekeeper's Oracle, a Cat of Ill Omen, Gravekeeper's Steel, Hidden Treasures of Necker Valley, Sebek's Blessing, Blast Held by a Tribute, Raid of Spirit, and the Eye of Truth. So I believe that Gravekeeper's Recruiter, this card, is one of the higher valued cards in the set. I think it's $2 or $3, maybe a little bit more now. I was never really a fan of the Gravekeeper's deck, but still respect the cards, and overall, nice little deck here. I'm glad that they decided to do these 3-in-1 decks, just because I probably wouldn't have bought this deck by itself. Alright, and the one I was really looking forward to, mainly just because of the nostalgia of the deck that I chose to start with Yu-Gi-Oh! So many years ago. So really looking forward to this. Alright. It's a Toon World. So, wow, so they have a skill card that acts as Toon World. That is awesome. Then we've got a Mind Scan, Millennium Eye, and then we've got a Rogue Doll, 2 Toon Alligators, Parrot Dragon, Dark Rabbit, 2 Toon Masked Sorcerers, a Toon Mermaid, awesome, a Toon Summon Skull, very nice, and a Relinquished, is awesome. Again, I'm probably overexcited about this set just because it's what I had back in the day. I had Black Illusion Ritual, I had Relinquished. It's just so cool to see these cards being released, in 2019. Toon Table of Contents, Toon Rollback, Toon World. Oh, there's actually 2 Toon Worlds in here. So essentially you're getting 3 Toon Worlds. If you choose to use the spell effect, then you can, or the skill card rather, sorry, you can use that. Otherwise, you still have 2 spell cards for activating Toon World. Yami, Sword of Deep-Seated, Toon Defense, Jar of Greed, and a Wild Tornado. So like I said, I'll be opening the tournament pack soon, hopefully within the next week or so, once they come in. The packs aren't cheap and they're not easy to come by, so I'm hoping to pull the Holo Relinquished out of that set. I know a lot of people try to pull the Blue Eyes. I think it's upwards of $150 to $200 now. But honestly, anything I pull, I'm going to be keeping unless it's a duplicate. I'd really like to get that Relinquished. But that's all there is for this video today. I just kind of wanted to open these, check them out, give you my thoughts and why I'm so excited about the Speed Duel. Not just the format, but kind of how they're releasing the cards and the sets, kind of following the TV show. I really like that. But thank you for watching.